Yeah. Honest friends, could you please confirm? Is my voice is loud and clear? Everyone? Okay. Done, guys. So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are discussing the next topic called as arrays. Okay. NumPy arrays. So already we have discussed the introduction in the previous class. That is NumPy arrays are similar kind of list in the core Python. So wherever you want to do somewhat fast processing or wherever you want to go with the for loops. So the NumPy is nothing but list plus for loops. So wherever you are going to take one empty list and for I in and you are going to apply L dot append. So whatever you are going to do this one, this is equal to NumPy. So this part is equal to NumPy. So in every NumPy case, it is going to add by default for loop. Wherever you get the word called as array. Array means for each value. Write this one clearly in the notes. For each value. Array is equal to for each value. Right? Now, so let's start with the first one. In the NumPy, we are having the n-dimensional. So it can be 1D, it can be 2D, it can be 3D. Like this, multiple things will be there. Let's start with the first 0D. Now, what is 0D? 0D means 0 dimension. A NumPy with array with 0 dimension. So A is equal to 45. So A is equal to 45 and print A. Print A means it is going to print normal 45. And what is the type of A? It is a int type. This everyone knows commonly. Now the same thing, when I'm going to consider A is equal to 45, np dot array. When I'm trying to convert this one to array, it is getting to add as a array. Means by default, it will apply the for loop. Okay. And what is the dimension of array? Means it is a 0 dimension. So first for this, what we required is we have to import the NumPy as np. And here I'm going to have the 45, which is a n-dimensional array. And what is the ndim? Now, what is the meaning of ndim is number of dimensions. Ndim indicates number of dimensions. So what is the number of dimensions means it is a 0 dimension. And what is the shape of this one means empty parenthesis. Okay, always a zero dimension will give the empty parenthesis. It is fixed. Now, whatever the fundamental data types we are having, what are the fundamental data types we are having? What are the fundamental data types we have discussed? Int, float, boolean, and string. If you convert out of these four, any one of them into array, any one of them into an array, it is a 0D. If you convert any one of them into an array, it is a 0D. Whether it is an int value, whether it is a float value, whether it is a boolean value, whether it is a string value, once you convert this one, it is a 0D. Okay. Now, if you convert a list, tuple, set, if you are trying to convert any one of them into array, it is with respect to 1D. Advanced data types, if you convert to array, it is 1D. Fundamental data types, if you convert to array, it is 0D. Okay. So here I'm having in terms means it is going to give output as 0. And now it is clear. Yeah, done. Okay, guys. So here I'm going to take a list. List is equal to A is equal to 12, 14, 16. Now this list I'm trying to convert to array. So now this, whatever this list is there now, it is getting converted to array. Now I'm going to print what is print A1. First let me print A1. Print A1. So it is going to convert as a array. Now what is the difference? What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means now if you take A, what is the type of A? What is the type of A? Means it is a list type. What is the type of A1? Means array type. Sir, almost both are same only, no sir. So if you print A, I'm taking separately the A, and if I print the A value, print A. So it is going to print along with the commas. And what is the type of A? Means it is going to give the type of A as list type of A. Now the same thing when I'm converting a list to array, and if I'm asking to print A1 and type of A1 means it is going to give the n-dimensional array. Now what is the advantage? Here if I take A plus 1, what is the meaning of A plus 1? Means list plus int, it is going to throw the error, type error, that int is not, list is not concatenated with the int. Type error, data type, because list type will not support for adding like that. But whereas if I add A1 plus 1, it is going to accept, because first it will ask what is the type of A1. Type of A1 is array type. Array means for every value. For every value it will add 1. For every value it will add 1. Here it is going to throw the error. Here it is going to accept this one. That is the difference. That is the advantage of this. Now, sir, for example, this is A1, sir. Okay. Sometimes A1 is printed like this, and sometimes if you print A1, what is the difference between these two? So here data type also added. Here data type is not added. Here data type was added. Here data type was not added. Why? Because in Jupyter Notebook, the last line will be printed automatically. So when it is printing automatically without using the print statement, the data type will be printed. For example, let's take like this. Yeah, S is equal to Siva. And I'm writing here yes. Now what is the output of yes? It is going to give Siva with inverted commas or without inverted commas? With inverted commas, because string it will be represented. But if I write print yes, now only Siva, where is that inverted commas? Because here last line was printed with the print one. It is not printed automatically. So when it is not printed automatically, when it is printed automatically only, you will see OUT. When for the last line print is automatically added for the last line, then you will not see the OUT also. Output also you will not see. Is the point is clear? Why you are getting like that? Now, if you write in terms of 12, 14, 16 with commas, it is a list type. Same 12 without commas, if you write, it is a array in Python. Sir, can we assign directly A is equal to, okay, A is equal to right side 12 space 14 space 16. Can we assign directly like this? Means it is going to throw the error. Then how to assign? Means you have to convert. Array you have to always, first you have to take a list, then only you have to convert as an array. Directly you can't assign the array. Is the point is clear? So directly I want to assign the array, means write np dot array of bracket. Inside the bracket you provide the list. Then it will accept. np dot array of list. Now the list, what are the list we are having? Now list is, tell me what is a list means? It is going to accept all the data types. Every data type it will accept. Like 21, it will accept. 20.5, it will accept. True, it will accept. String, it will accept. List, one more list, it will accept. One more tuple, it will accept. And one more set, it will accept. But Can I convert like this means? No, you can't convert. For example, if I'm taking here A is equal to np dot array inside the instead of this one np dot array of list. First, let me write the list. L is equal to, in the list, I'm having only 12. Only int is there. Nothing is there. Okay. Now it is a, tell me first type of 12. Int type or list type? It is a list. When you are converting a list, now what is the dimension of this one? If I ask what is the print A, it is going to print the list of 12. That is array of 12. Now what is the dimension of this one? If I ask A dot endim, are we going to get in terms of 1D or 0D? It is 1D because you are converting a list. Advanced data type you are converting. So you are going to get the endim as 1. Now I'm going to ask what is the shape. Shape is going to be now. Earlier, what is the shape of 0dim is empty parenthesis, empty tuple. Now it is going to consist of a tuple of how many values are there inside the list? How many values are there here? One value. So 1 comma. Sir, for example, let us take one more. 25.4. Now in this 25.4. Now in this total how many values are there? 2 values are there. Endim is going to be 1 only, 1 dimension only because it is a normal list. But when you are trying to convert, it is going to give 2 comma. What is that 2 indicates means number of items. Number of items in the array of 1D. Next, if I add one more, that is true. Now, in this, what you are going to get? 3 comma. So now I'm adding one more called as Siva. Now, could you check what is the output you are going to get? 4 comma. Number of items. Next, I am trying to add in terms of list of 1, 2. It is going to throw the error because it will convert only a list which is having of fundamental data types. If one of the advanced data type is there inside the list also, it will not convert. It will convert only which are having of fundamental data types. Okay, it cannot convert others. For example, if you try tuple of 1 comma 2, it will throw the error. If you take instead of tuple set, it will throw the error. So here it is accepting with respect to all the set data type. Now why it is accepting the set data type? Because it is an advanced data type now. Why it is going to have taking list inside the list? Yes. Once you consider a list inside the list, it is called as nested list. Right? Nested list we cannot convert as a 1D. Nested list cannot be converted as 1D. Now, next if you observe here, I have written 12, 25.4, true and Siva. But why I am going to get the output as string 12, string 25.4, string means first priority will be given to the string. If at least one of the string is there, everything will be converted to string. String is also considered as object. String is also called as object. In the NumPy pandas, it is called as object. If one of the value is string also, every value will be converted to string. If none of the value is string, then second priority will be given to float. If none of the value is float, then third priority will be given to int. Now in this given list, at least one string is available. Yes, if one string is available also, remaining all of them will be converted to strings. If one string is available also, remaining all the items will be converted to strings. Now, if I am removing this one, now in this entire thing, in the entire list, any string is available? No. Now, any float is available? Yes. Means all the values will be converted to float. Means 12 will be converted to float of 12, that is 12.0. 25.4 will be converted to float, that is 25.4. True also will be converted to float, that is nothing but 1.0. That is the reason you are getting the like this. Can you see? Why you are getting this dot like this? Because it is converting everything to float. Now, I am removing the float also and I am going to keep only 13, 14, something like this. Now in this, any string is available? No. Any float is available? No. Then only int is there. So everything will be converted in int only. It will not modify anything. It will not convert to anything else. Is the points are clear, guys, for everyone? So how to convert a list to array means by writing np.array. Right? Now, this is 1D. Now we'll discuss the 2D in the next class. First, let us complete 1D in today's class. Tomorrow we'll discuss 2D one by one. Okay. Now, so how to convert a 1D array, how to create a 1D array, not how to create. I'm writing create, heading right as create. Okay. How to create or how to define, create or define a 1D array. How to create or define a 1D array. Okay. How to create or define a 1D array. Okay. First option, convert a list into array. Sir, can't we convert a int to array? Yes, int to array, float to array, string to array, boolean to array, everything you can convert, but they are 0D. When you convert a list only, it is 1D. Most of the times, we'll go with the list. Sets, tuples are very less used in the data science. Why? Because list is having the more flexibility. We want to add or we want to delete or we want to modify, anything can be done on the list. Right? So create or defining a 1D array means you are converting a list to a array. Okay. Now, so one dimensional list, what are the list you are having? A list should consist of int, float, string and boolean, and that should be converted to array. Now, how to convert a list to array means just by writing the np.array of L. np.array of L. Now, how to convert a array to list? Now, already array is there. Observe this one. Already there is a array. This is a array. Now, I want to convert this array to a list. How to convert an array to a list means a dot. You are going to write a dot to list. To list means it will convert to list. Is the point is clear, guys? To list. To list will give you the to list. Means in the list. Array to list. How to convert list to array? np.array. Is the point is clear? Now, if you want to convert list to array, assume you are having a list of 1, 2, 3. This one you want to convert as an array. Then you are going to write np.array of list of 1, 2, 3. Then it is going to convert like this 1, 2, 3. Next, if you want to convert a array to list, array to list means already you are having the array of 1, 2, 3. This is the array is there and it has to be converted. Means what are the array you are having? That is 1, 2, 3 array. For example, you are storing this one in a some variable name a dot to list. Then it is going to give the output as 1, 2, 3. This is the output. Is the point is clear, guys? This one to that, that one to this. Right? Now it is clear. Online students. Yeah, Swagat, your question is clear now? Done. Now, other than create, how to create question, you write in the notes heading. What is the heading is? What are the ways to create 1D array. Ways to create 1D array. What are the different ways to create 1D array? Out of first one, convert a list to 1D array. Ways to create 1D array. In that, first one is convert a list to 1D array. Done. Option number 2, np.arrange function. Ways to create 1D array. Ways to create 1D array. 1. A list to array. You are converting a list to array. This is option number 1. Option number 2, np.arrange function. There is a function called as arrange. Range already you know. A means array. Arrange function. Next, third one. Third one is np.random.randint is the function to create a one-dimensional array. np.random.randint is the function. Next, fourth one, np.zeros. Fifth one, np.ones is the function. So like this, we are having the different functions. Different functions. What are the functions we are having is np.array is the first function, where it is used to convert a list to array. np.array, np.arrange, np.random.randint, np.zeros, np.ones. These are the ones which we are going to use in our real life. Some other functions are also available that we may not use. What are the functions we are going to use is these are the functions. Out of which first one we have completed. How to create a one-dimensional array, np.array of L. Okay. Second one is np.arrange. Now tell me guys, if I take range of 10, what is the meaning of range of 10? 0 to 9. So here also I'm going to have the same way. np.arrange of 10. What is the 0 to 9? Only difference is here it is going to give me as a list. Here it is going to give me as a array. And if I take here 1 to 10, what is the meaning of 1 to 10? 1 to 9. Same logic will be applied here. If I write in terms of 1 to 10. If I take in the range function 1 to 10 with the increment of 2, what is the meaning of this? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Same logic will be applied here. Only difference is array. No difference. Single number if you write, that is the end number. If you write 2 numbers, starting and end number. If you write 3 numbers, starting, end number, and the step. If you remember the range function in the core Python, the same function here. No difference. Okay. Next. Coming to the next function called as random.randint. Now what is meant by random.randint? If you want to generate random numbers. For example, if you remember, we have discussed the random module. When I'm discussing inbuilt module, I told you random module. In that random module, one of the function is called as random.randint. Now, for example, I'm going to import random module called as random. Now, random.randint of 1 to 10. What is the meaning of this? One value randomly it is going to generate between 1 to 10. Now I want 3 numbers like this. Any 3 numbers I want. What I have to do? Same thing you have to repeat for 3 times. So for I in range of 3. So now when you have taken like this, it is going to take 3 times. 3 times a random number will be generated. Same way, here I'm writing the same thing. This is the first number from where to where I want, and this is how many numbers I want. number of samples. Third one indicates number of samples. Here I'm writing 1 to 10. Na? Same 1 to 10 up to here. For I in range of 3 is there. Na? This 3 is this one. Means I want 3 numbers, and using the randomly 3 numbers, it is going to create a array. A one-dimensional array. Is the point is clear? So what is the meaning of this? Means I'm going to import random, and in the random dot rand int 1 to 10. Okay, and this one let me store in the a is equal to some variable a. Now this one I want to repeat for 5 times for or 3 times for I in range of 3. So when I write I in range of 3, automatically what happens? It is going to repeat for 3 times. And what I'm going to do means L dot append of I. And here I'm going to take one empty list, and I'm going to print the empty list. It is going to give me 3 random numbers. Sorry. L dot append of A. So it is going to generate 3 random numbers like this every time. What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means same. Here whatever you are having, this one also same. Just I told you now, for list, one empty list and append. These 3 combination only is called as array. Instead of writing this one, we are going to write like this. Is the point is clear, guys? Now, if anyone asks you a question, I create a list of 10 random numbers from 1 to 100. 10 random numbers from 1 to 100. If anyone asks, you are going to write like this. Instead of this one, I'm going to write 1 to 100 with the 10 random numbers. Since they asked me the list, I'm going to convert this one to list. See, instead of writing from here to here, of course, here you are importing import random. Here you have to import the numpy. Okay. Here how many lines of code you are using? Miss 6 lines of code. Here how many lines of code you are using? Miss 2 lines of code. I'm going to import the numpy as np. This is 2 lines of code. This is 6 lines of code. It is going to give randomly 10 numbers. It is also giving the randomly 10 numbers. Now, what is the time taken for this one, and what is the time taken for this one is comparatively less time. In the interview, if they ask you the question, generate 10 random numbers, randomly miss this one. Sir, my question is, for example, let's take like this. 10 numbers I want, but it should not be repeated. 1 to, for example, since you have selected 1 to 10, I want 3 numbers, 1 to 10, 3 numbers. Now there is a chance of getting the same number, but I don't want to get the same number. It should not be repeated. Then what I'm going to do means observe the same thing. First, I'm going to take a random dot rand int of 1 to 10. Means one number is generated. And this number, whatever the a is equal to, instead of appending into a list will accept the duplicates. Which will not accept the duplicates? Set will not accept the duplicates. So s is equal to empty set. And I'm going to add in the s dot add of a. Now how many times it has to be added? First time it added, okay, 1 completed. Second time, third time, fourth time. Now if I want to take 3 numbers only, in that 3 numbers, maybe one of them will be added. But what is my requirement? Total 3 numbers should be there in the set. For that, what I'm going to do here, while true. I'm going to take while true. Sir, while true means infinite loop, no sir. Exactly. Because I also don't know now when the total it is going to be. Now, if length of s, whenever the length of s is equal to 3, in that case, break. So first it will take 2. 2 will be added in the set. Okay, 2 is added in the set. Next, one more random number. Again 2. Now 2 will be added in the set. Whether the set will accept? No. Again, third time also 2 you got. Again, it will add in the set. Whether set will accept? No. One more time 2 you got. Whether it will accept? No. So like that, how many times it is going to select? I also don't know now. Random numbers now. 2, how many times it will come? How I can know? If I write here, sir, you can write for loop only, no, sir. For I in range of, simply you can take for I in range of 3 now. Okay, I have taken for I in range of 3. Let's take an example. First number is 2 added. Second number is 2. Third number is 2. Now if I print yes, in the yes, what will be there? Only 2 will be there. But what is my requirement? 3 random numbers. 3 random numbers will not be satisfied with the for loop now. Then what I have to do? Then what I have to do? Okay, sir, let us take 30, sir. For I in range of 30. Whenever it is equal to, length is equal to 3. Okay, let us take 30. First number is 2, second number is 2, third number is 2, fourth number is 2. All the numbers are 2 only. Sir, how it will come, sir? Maybe, if bad luck is there, all the numbers will be 2 only. After 30 times also, in the list only 2 will be there. We don't know now. So, when we don't know how many times it is going to have, when it is going to have, simply go with the while. Now, the same thing you take it as print of. Sir, but it is going to give the set na, sir. But in the question they asked the list of 3 numbers. Convert this one to list. List of, yes. While true, colon. 3 numbers which are non-repeated. Every time it will be non-repeated. Sir, like this we have to write. Is there any shortcut for that? If I start creating the shortcuts for every idea, what happens? Then infinite number of functions will be created, which is commonly used by the most of the people. That one was created as a functions, which is as per your requirement, you have to write the programs. Okay. Now, guys, here randomly it is going to generate 10 numbers now. Now, sir, 10 numbers should be 78, 48, 58, 68, like this, everything ending with 8 only. Is there any function for that? 10 numbers from 1 to 100. 1 to 100, 10 numbers. First number should be 8, sir. 18, 28, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78, 88 and 98. These are the numbers I want. These are the numbers I want, but you are fixing the numbers, sir. You are randomly asking numbers, sir. You are fixing the numbers. When you are fixing the numbers, how you can use the random number generator? What is the meaning of random? Random means only randomly selecting. You are fixing 8, 18, 28, everything means, then according to you, you have to write. Is the point is clear, guys? Now, sir, in the, for example, I am conducting a lucky draw system, sir. In our company, we are conducting one lucky draw system. This is the interview question. Conducting a lucky draw system, out of which lucky draw, multiple people has given their coupons. Okay, out of 1000 coupons are there. In that 1000 coupons, one of the coupon is your friend, and your friend has to get that lucky draw. You have to select 10 numbers. In that, one of them should be your friend. 100% your friend should be there. Write a program such a way that your friend number is also included, along with the other numbers are also included. Now, what is the program you are going to write? What is the program you are going to write? In the starting one empty list you are going to take na, empty list and adding na. In that empty list already one number will be there. Your friend coupon number already will be there. It is not the pure empty number. Your friend number already will be there, and remaining things only will be added randomly. One number is already fixed. Okay, that is bias. Okay, we are going to, so here all the requirements as per the program. So here we are going to write the what are the programs and everything based on your requirement. If you required without this one, as one of the student is asking, that I want the random numbers without repeating. Without repeating means set. With repeating means list. To set. To convert as a set. To set, for example, if you are using in terms of what is the use, whether it works or forget, whether it works or not work, that we'll discuss later. First tell me what is the use of doing that. Okay, but what is the question? Question is, ask the question first. What is the question? I want the list of numbers of 10 numbers or 5 numbers. None of the person will ask, take any 10 numbers and in that repeated numbers delete. That question will not be there now. What is the requirement will be there? Is the point is clear, guys? Next one is called as zeros. Now np dot zeros is the function. In this function, you have to provide the shape. You have to give the input as shape. Okay. Now I'm going to write here np dot zeros of 4. 4 means 4 zeros I want. It is going to give 4 zeros of 1D. 1D array filled with 4 zeros. If I write here 5, it is going to give 5 zeros. If I write here 10, 1D of 10 zeros. So if you observe clearly, this function, what are the arrange function is there? It is going to give 1D array. Arrange function is giving 1D array. Random number generator np dot random. What are the np dot random is there? It is also giving the 1D array. If I print this one, print A, it is a 1D array. Now if I take this one, A is equal to np dot zeros and print A. This is also 1D array. Everything are giving 1D array. Sir, zeros, what is this? Zeros are giving 0 dot 0 dot float now. Now, the reason behind that is I'm going to click on the shift tab. Could you see here? What is the D type is equal to? Float. By default, it is going to take the D type as float. That is a default argument. Now, if I'm writing here, instead of D type is equal to int. Now, what is the D type it is going to consider? Int type, and you are going to get only int. Next one is np dot once. Np dot once. Once means it is going to give all the ones. Okay, and D type, I'm going to write D type is equal to int. If you don't write D type, by default it is going to give the float. And if I write this one, A is equal to, and np print A. Right? So total 5 things I have explained for you. One is how to convert a list to array. Second one is how to create an array by using the arrange function, followed by how to create by using the random.randint, how to create by using the zeros, and how to create by using the ones. Sir, now I want with respect to 2s, 3s, 4s, what I have to do? First, you have to take A is equal to np dot, or simply you can take np dot zeros of how many zeros you want? 10, assume, or 5 zeros, and D type. D type is equal to int. Sir, it is going the int zeros, sir, but I don't want zeros. I want 20s. 20, 30, like this. Simple, plus 20. What are the number you are interested? You write that number. Sir, I want all the 2s, plus 2. I want all the 3s, plus 3. For every value, it will add that number now. Is the point is clear? np dot ones is there, np dot zeros is there, np dot twos, np dot threes, np dot fours, np dot fives, all these things are not there. Sir, why for zeros and ones only they have created? Why they have not created for 2 or not, other things? Means basically this numpy array was created for mathematics purpose, for doing the fast mathematical calculations. For that purpose, they have created the numpy basically. Now, what are the purpose they have created? We are having the zero matrix. What is meant by zero matrix? Zero matrix means having all the values as zero. One matrix means all the values of 1. It is called as one matrix, also called as unity matrix. So in order to do some kind of matrices and in order to work on the matrix works, they have created this NumPy for basically doing the fast mathematical calculations purpose. So matrix means rows and columns. No, sir. It is only called as 2D array. First, let us complete the row. How to create the row. Later, we know how to create the multiple rows. What is meant by 2D array means creating multiple rows is called as 2D. If you know how to create one row, you automatically understand how to create the 10 rows, 20 rows. Same. Just I'm explaining how to create one row. Is the point is clear, guys? Next, first we have completed the creation. Now, next write the heading called as how to extract. How to extract or select. How to extract or select a value from 1D array. How to extract or select a value from 1D array. Okay. Now this is the array, guys. np.array, and I'm having the array of values like this. That is 10, 13, 2, 7, 16, 20, 26. These are the values you are having. Assume if it is a list. In the list, how you are going to access a single value? By using the indexing. Now, if I write here index number of 2, what is in the index number of 2? 2 only. So you are going to get the output 2 only. If I write index number of 1, you are going to get 13. This is 0, 1. So index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now tell me what is there in the minus 1? 26. Same. So there is no difference. So whether here you are writing the array or whether you are writing the list also, for both of them, it is going to apply the same logic. Okay. This is the way to access a single value. Okay. Either you can use the positive index number or you can use the negative index number. That is positive index number of 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. What is there? 7. And negative index number of minus 1. 26. Now slicing. Assume if it is a list. Now tell me what is the output of this one? Colon minus 2. Starting number was not given. When the starting number was not given, what is the starting number? 26 is going to be the starting number because direction is negative. When direction is negative, starting number is going to be the 26. And what is the ending number means? In this direction, I want everything. First 26, 16, 2, and from that 10. That is the output. Is the point is clear? If it is in the list also, same answer. Now in the certification, they'll give like this silly questions. Colon minus 2. But many students in a flow, when they have not seen the starting number, they'll go with the starting number as by default 10 only. And they'll in a flow, they'll keep that one. They're excited to write the exam, they're excited, and they'll keep the answers. And after keeping the answers, they'll come outside and the marks will be less and they'll fail. Why they have failed means not due to the lack of subject, due to the lack of excitement. They're excited very much to give the fast answer. Their brain is of fast answer, not the correct answer. That is the reason. Okay. Whoever has given the correct answer for this, correct. Whoever has given the wrong answer, think where you have made the mistake. Okay. And one time you are doing the mistake, second time you are doing the mistake, third time you are doing the mistake means that is your hobby. Excitement is your hobby. Okay. Modify that. Now, next, after this, these are the two options. Now tell me guys, I want 10, 13, 7, 20. These are the things I want. Now, how to extract? There is no slicing operation because slicing is applicable when there is a fixed pattern. But here pattern is not there. Then what I have to do? Then we have to write the for loop clearly. For generally, if it is a list, list of 10, 13, 2, 7, 16, 20, 26. Recently, I have given you the assignment of 15 questions. In that, I have given the question that if there is no pattern, how to extract the values. Now, first you are going to take the index. Index is equal to, what are the index numbers? 0, 1, 2 you don't want, 3 and 5. These are the index numbers which I want. Now for I in index, now n dot append of L of I, where n is equal to 1 empty list, print n. Now the same thing you are going to write here. So here you have to write A. Now first tell me what is A. First tell me what is A. A value is nothing but array of 10, 13, 2, 7, 16, 20, 26. This is the A. Now what is the type of A? Type of A is array type. In the array type, when you are writing one single bracket, it is going to give the, what are the index number is there? That one, single number. When you want the multiple index numbers, what you have to do means list of numbers. List of numbers means you have to take a list like this. Now in this list, you have to provide 0, 1, 3, 5. Then you are going to get the output 10, 13, 7 and 20. So in the bracket, you are going to write one number. In the bracket, you are going to write the list of numbers. One more time. Here I am writing clearly. Okay. A is equal to some array. What or array? 1D array. A is equal to, it is a 1D array. In the 1D array, nested list is possible? No, that is not possible anyways. Single values only. Everyone is a single, separate value. A is equal to 1D array. Now, A of bracket. In the bracket, you are writing one number, multiple numbers. If you write one number, it will extract that index position, what are the number is there. When you want to write multiple numbers, 1, 2, 3, something you want to write, then you have to take a list of numbers. One number means one number, multiple numbers means list of numbers. In the, you want one number means write one number. Sir, I want only one number. Just simple question, guys. Here there is an array. Now what you want? Within this 10, 13, 2, 17, 16, 20, 26, what numbers you want? I want only 16. Only 16. One number only, na? One number means write in the bracket for 16 what is the index number. Sir, I want 16 and 20. Two numbers I want. In the bracket you write the list of numbers. Is the point is clear? Next, based on the condition. Now tell me, without writing this one, only this one, up to here is there. A greater than 20. First I am writing here, A is equal to 40 and A greater than 20. What is the output? A is equal to 40, A greater than 20. What is the output? What is the output, guys? True. Simply it is true. Okay. Now, so I'm writing here, A is equal to list of 20, 45. Now what is the output? Huh? You are going to get the error because that cannot be supported. Why? A is a list type. In the A position, what can be there? Either int or float should be there. For example, A is string. Is that okay? So if it is consisting of only int value or float value, it can be compared with a number. If it is a string, it can be compared with the another string, double equal to and compared with the another string. whether these both are same or not. But how you can compare a string with a number? We can't compare, and it is going to throw the error. This we have seen in the core Python. Now, same way here, this is the a value. Now this is the a value. Now a greater than 20. What is the meaning of this one? Means what is a? What is the type of a first? What is the type of a? Inta, floata, stringa, booleana, lista, tuple, array. What? A is a array. What is the meaning of array? For every value. For every value, it is going to check whether it is more than 20 or not. So first it is going to check 10. For 10, it is greater than or equal to 20. What is the output? False. Next, 13. False. 2. False. 7. False. 16. False. For 20. True. For 26. True. That is the output. For every value, it is checking. Is the point is clear? Basically, what it has done is for I in A. Let us take the A as a list type. For the list, it is applying the for loop. And it is going to check whether I is greater than or equal to 20. And what are the output it has got? It has appended into a empty list. N dot append of this output. Now what happens? If for example a value, what are the a is there? You are having this a value. Let's take the a value as a list of 10, 13, 2, 7, 16, 20, 26. Now what happens? Let us consider this one as a value. It's a list. Now what happens? First it is going to take 13, 10. 10 is greater than or equal to, and it is appending. Output false is appended. Next false is appended. Next false is appended. False is appended. False is appended. 5 false. After that true, and last one is true. Okay, this is program number 1. Okay, now for this program, if I print n, what is the output, guys? What is the output? False, 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 true and true. Let me show you. I'm going to consider this one as a list. A is equal to for I in A. Okay. Now for I in A, it is going to check I value whether it is greater than or equal to 20. And what are the I value greater than 20? And it is going to store in the C, some variable C. Now n dot append of C, where n is equal to empty list. So first it is going to execute the right side part, that is I is greater than or equal to 20. But sir, I is greater than or equal to 20 is there, but at the same time C, 2 times equal to symbol is there. No sir, that is the reason it is going to throw the error. Now what I'm going to do means, without storing this one in a variable, directly I will take this one here only. Okay, and print n. Now what is the output? Is the point is clear? For every value it is checking. Now the same example, copy and paste. Now I'm not writing here directly to append the Boolean value. If I is greater than 20, that I value only has to be appended. Now what is the answer? In this case, what is the answer now? 20, 26. That is the answer. In this case, what is the answer? In this case, what is the answer? Difference you can observe clearly. Whichever the condition satisfied, that number has to be appended. Earlier what? Condition. Every condition output. Now the same logic is applied here. This is A is greater than 20. What are the A value is there? That A value is nothing but this one. And you are going to get like this. Now if I write here A of bracket, if I add the A of bracket, which are the conditions satisfied, which numbers the condition was satisfied, that one will be appended. That is the difference. What is that? This is equal to, this is what are this code is then, this code is equal to a is greater than or equal to 20. What are this code is then, a is greater than or equal to 20 with bracket of a. Is the point is clear, everyone? So how to extract the items from the given array means 4 options are there. One is directly a single value through indexing, multiple values through slicing, multiple values based on the list of index numbers, based on list of index numbers, and fourth one is based on the condition. Total 4 options are there. Is the point is clear? Next, Nazma is asking, sir, just now we used a as a variable and we used a as an array. Then how to understand that we are using a specified one? And that is your choice. I'm taking the a as a variable name. You are not interested with a means write b, anything. Choice is yours. But Python, it will understand. For example, if I ask print a, if I ask now print a, this a will be printed. This a or this a, guys, which one will be printed? Latest one, not 99 cell number, 100 cell number. So it is going to give the output as an array, not as a list. Variable names, your choice. Variable name, you select as per your choice. If you are getting confused with the same variable name, try with a different variable name. It is not compulsory to use the same variable name every time. Is the point is clear? Roshni, repeat again. Which one? Roshni? Which part you want me to repeat? I mean, cell number. Could you explain me the cell number? What is the cell number you want me to repeat? Roshni, could you tell me what is the cell number? 100 and 1 or 2. 100 is nothing but creating a array. First, this is creating an array. This one, last one, 1 or 2, right? This one is nothing but creating an array. Nothing special. Just I am writing np.create an array. And I have printed 1D array I am printing. Now here, a is equal to a bracket. In the bracket, 4 options are there. First, you have to write a. After that, bracket. What is this bracket indicates means you are working on the indexing. Okay. A should support the indexing. If a is int means it will not give the output. If a is float means it will throw the error. If a is boolean means it will throw the error. If a is string means it supports. If a is list means it supports. If a is with respect tuple means it supports. So what is there? Just first it will observe. What is the type of a? Okay. Now in the bracket, now you are having 4 options. Either write single index number. If a is array type. Now a is array type na? Okay. When a is array type, 4 options are there. What are the 4 options means? Writing single index number is option number 1. Option number 2, writing in terms of slicing. Colon, single colon or double colon, slicing. Option number 3, writing list of numbers. Writing list of numbers. This is option number 3. Option number 4, writing a condition. Condition means what are the condition you want. Conditions are something like this. either comparison operators, logical operators, Boolean membership operators, and along with the identity operators. The operators which gives the output as true or false. The operators which gives true or false, that one you have to select. For example, I'm going to write here condition. What is the condition is wherever the value is greater than 10. This is the condition. It is going to select the values which are greater than 10. What are the values greater than 10? That values only will be selected. Comparison operator. Now, for example, I'm going to write in terms of like this. Logical operator I want. What is meant by logical operator? Checking multiple conditions at a time. For example, I want to check wherever the value is greater than 10 and second condition. Second condition is A is greater than or A is less than 20. Condition 1. Condition 2. In between you have to use the AND operator. AND operator like a AND symbol. We cannot use A and D. Don't use A and D. A and D is in the core Python. In the NumPy and Pandas, we have to use AND. Okay. First, let me explain with a single example, single condition. This example for single condition to check the single condition. Now we are having one more thing called as to check multiple conditions. So bracket, in the bracket I'm writing two conditions. What is the first condition is A greater than 10. This is condition number 1. What is second condition? A less than 20. You want or a AND. OR means we have to go with this one. This is OR symbol. AND means this is the AND symbol. Okay. Now two conditions are there. Your condition 1 should be taken in the bracket. Condition 1 should be added in the parenthesis. Condition 2 should be added in the parenthesis. Now it is going to select the numbers which satisfies the both the condition. First 10. 10 is greater than 10? No, false. 10 is less than 20? True. False and true. What is false and true? False. So 10 is not selected. 13 not selected. 2 not selected. 7 not selected. 16 yes. 16 satisfies more than 10, at the same time less than 20. 20 more than 10, less than 20. No, false. 26 more than 10, less than 20. False. Now what is the number which satisfies both the condition is only 13 and 16. 13 number, 16 number. These two numbers satisfies more than 10 and less than 20. Sir, for example, if I write greater than or equal to, then 10 also added. Less than or equal to, then 20 also added. Two conditions. This is one condition. This is two conditions. So when you want to work on the multiple conditions, single condition and multiple condition. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Clear guys? Roshni, is your question is clear now? Next heading, how to do the modification. Heading is how to do the modifications in the array. How to do the modifications in 1D array. Heading is how to do modification in 1D array. First one is how to create 1D array. Second one is how to select the values from 1D array. Third one is how to do the modification in 1D array. Three things. Now, how to do the modifications in 1D array means, so here A is equal to, what is modifications? What is the meaning of modifications? Modifications means one is add. Second one is called as remove. Third one is called as replace. Total three things comes under modifications. Add, remove and replace. Add or, which is also called as add or insert. Remove or delete. Both are same. Replace is replace only. In the interview, they'll ask you how to insert a value. Insert a value means add a value only. Insert means adding. Deleting means removing. Both are same. Now, here we are going to add how to add a single item, how to add the multiple items in a 1D array. How to add a single value, how to add multiple values. So 1946 is there. I want to add 24. I want to add 24. How to add 24 means 1946 and 24. 24 is added. Here I'm going to take 1946. Now I want to add 24, 25, 26. 3 numbers. By using the append. np.append of. Now let's take an example here. L is equal to 1946. Type of indexing is possible. Sir, that type of indexing is possible only in the NumPy. In the NumPy. Okay. L is equal to, you are having like this. Now L dot append of 24. L dot append of 24. Now what happens? It is adding the 24 at the end. And the output you are going to get 1946. 24. Now same L is equal to 1946. L dot append of list of 24, 25, 26. Now what is the L value? Now L value is going to be in terms of 1946 list of 24, 25, 26. Now third one is L is equal to 1946 only and L dot extend of 24, 25, 26. What is the answer of this one, guys? So separately 1946 and 24, 25, 26 will be added separately. Now in the array, now let's come to the array. In the array, you are trying to add this list. It cannot add as a single list because array will not support the one more list inside the array. Inside the list, one more list is not accepted for the arrays. Now automatically it has to add as a individual value only. There is no other option. Means literally it works as a extend method. Is the point is clear? So np.append of, first you are going to take A. A means 1946. And for that one you are going to add 24, 25, 26. It cannot add as a single item of list of 24. That is not possible. To add also it is not possible. So since it is not possible, it has to add as a separate numbers. Is the point is clear? How to add a single value, how to add as a multiple values? Single value means single number. Multiple values means list of numbers. List of numbers. Next, how to replace. Or before replacing, let us discuss how to remove first and followed by replace. How to remove a single value. First let us complete remove. How to remove a single value in a 1D array. Means we are having in terms of like this. A is equal to np.array and I want to remove the single index number. What is that index number I want to remove is 3. I am going to remove the index number called as 3. Now what is there in the index number 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. That is 6 is removed. Now what is the balance you are going to get? 194. Literally it is equal to pop. List.pop of 3. What are the single index number you are writing? Now if you want to delete multiple, not single. You want to delete the multiple. Okay. Now what you're going to write means in terms of the same np dot delete np dot delete list of index numbers. Here you have written one index number. Now here you have to write list of index numbers. Now what is the list of index numbers you are writing is 0 and 1. It is going to remove 0 and 1. Balance it is going to give. Single index number remove, multiple index number remove. You want to remove one, you want to remove multiple. Remove one miss, write one index number. You want to remove multiple miss, write multiple index number. Multiple miss list. Whenever the word multiple numbers comes, list of numbers. Multiple means list. Is the point is clear for everyone? Next, coming to the next one, how to replace. Now, how to replace means single value you want to replace a multiple values. Single value. How you have replaced single value? Guys, one more time I am explaining this. Don't get confused unnecessarily. List is equal to 1946. 1946. Now, I want to add into this add 24 means one time just if you write list dot append means it works. Okay, 24 will be added. Everyone knows this one. It is a simple example. Now I'm asking a question how to add 24, 25, 26 using append only. Using append, not extend. I don't want extend. I don't want list concatenation. Both of them I don't want. But I want to add 24, 25, 26 using append only. Now tell me what is the answer. So first you are going to take L is equal to 1946. Now tell me what I want to append 24, 25, 26. Now I'm going to take for I in list of 24, 25, 26. L dot append of I and print L. When you want single number, you are appending directly like this, just by using append. When you want multiple, what you are using means for loop. Remember this, multiple means for loop. Single means direct. Now same way, tell me in the same logic, 1946 is there. Now I want to remove a single number called as 9 using pop, only pop. Tell me, what is the answer? L dot pop of, what is the one? I have to write 1. Then it is going to remove that 9 and I'm going to get the output 146. Now I want to remove 1 and 6, both of them. 1 and 6 by using pop only. Only by using pop. I don't want anything else. Then what you are going to use? For loop. One more time, for loop. Or for example, I don't want in terms of what are the index numbers I don't want. First index number, last index number. That is 0 index number minus 1 index number. Can I write for I not in 0 comma minus 1, remaining everything n dot n is equal to 1 empty list, n dot append of L of I. Can I write like this? I'm going to consider not in for I in range of length of L, where L is equal to 1946. Range of L. Okay. If I, what are the I? Not in index numbers 0 comma 3. remaining index numbers has to be appended. N dot append of L of I. Now tell me what is the output of this? Now print N. If I print N, what is the output? First I value will be considered as 0. 0, it is not going to append. 1. List of 1, 9 will be appended. Followed by 4 will be appended. So literally I am removing the 1 and 9. 1 and 6. What are the 1 and 6 is that? It is removed. Is the point is clear, guys? Now, same way, without using the pop, tell me using the append method to remove the 4. To remove the 4 without using the pop or remove or anything, I want append method. By using append, I want to remove the 4 and remaining 3 values I want, but I should not go with the pop or anything. I want to go with the append. Now tell me, what is the answer? N is equal to one empty list for I in range of length of L. So if I not in list of, what is the number I want not to append? That is 4, means which is 2. And remaining everything I want to append. Now why, sir? Why you want using the append only, sir? Because array means what I have told you. It is nothing but list with append. So here append is there. Here append is there. Append is there. Append is there. To add a single value, append. To add multiple values, append. To delete a single value, append. To delete multiple values, append. Multiple options are there, guys. So list dot remove is there, list dot pop is there, list dot append. Using this one also we can write. Sir, rather than writing all these things, simply pop of index number 2 is very simple, no sir. Go with that. If the interviewer has asked the question using the append, then you have to write like this. Otherwise, simply write list dot pop of 2. Completed. Is the point is clear? Next, replace. How to replace? I want to replace the 9 with 19. Assume if it is a list. How to replace list? L is equal to 1, 9, 4, 6. Now how to replace 9 with 19? L of 1 is equal to 19. Now the same way, A is equal to 1, 9, 4, 6. This is array now. It is not with respect to list type, it is array. Now A of 1 is equal to 19. Same logic. And 9 will be replaced with 19. Whoever has done that 15 questions, I have given the 15 questions earlier now, using the list and everything. You have done that one, right? In that I asked you how to replace one of the value with another value. Next, I asked with how to replace the multiple values with a single value. In that one of the question is there. What is that question? How to replace in the list multiple values with a single value. So I want to replace the index numbers 9, 4, 6. These 3 of them I want to replace with the 19. This is single index number. Now I am writing multiple index numbers. How to write multiple index numbers? List of index numbers. List of index numbers with single value. Okay. Next, this one. I want to replace multiple index numbers with multiple values. Now inside this, how many index numbers are there? 3 index numbers. So right side, how many values should be there? 3 values should be there. So then A of 1 will be replaced with 19. A of 2 will be replaced with 14. A of 3 will be replaced with 15. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Any questions till now? So I have explained for you how to add a single value, how to add the multiple values, how to delete a single value, how to delete multiple values, how to replace single value, how to replace multiple values with single value, how to replace multiple values with multiple different values. Everything is clear? Now, just I'll ask a silly question. Now tell me guys, A is equal to 12. Okay? A is equal to 12. A is equal to 12 comma 13. Is that possible or not? A is equal to 12 comma 13. Possible or not possible? Yes or no? It is possible, and A is going to be tuple. Here A value is going to be the int type and A value is going to be the tuple type. At the time I have told you this one. Go through the variables notes. Now, if you want to assign A value, B value, C value with 12 only, then A equal to B equal to C equal to 12. Now I want to have, okay, instead of C also, A is equal to B is equal to 12. Means I want two values with 12. Now I want A comma B with 12 comma 13. A comma B is equal to 12 comma 13. Now what is the difference between this one versus this one? Here both of them will be assigned to a single value. Here separate value. That is the logic here. This one and this meaning is same. A is equal to 12, B is equal to 12. Similarly, A of 1 is equal to 19, A of 2 is equal to 19, A of 3 is equal to 19. And this meaning and this meaning is same. A comma B is equal to 12 comma 13. A of 12 is A of 1 is equal to 19. A of 2 is equal to 14. A of 3 is equal to 15. A comma B comma C is equal to 19 comma 14 comma 15. If you write like this, what is the meaning of this one? A is equal to 19, B equal to 14, C is equal to 15. What is the meaning of this one? Means A of 1 is equal to 19, A of 2 is equal to 14, A of 3 is equal to 15. Same logic will be applied here. Here this logic is applied. A comma B comma C, A, B, C is equal to 12 means 3 of them is assigned to single one. A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, everything are assigned to single one. Now, if I write here, A comma B is equal to 19, 14, 15. Can I write? Is that possible? No. It is going to throw the error. Similarly, here only two index numbers if you take, and here you take right side 3 values, it is also going to throw the error. Same error. Here it is required of 3 and indexing is matching with 2. Values are 3, indexes of 2 only are there. Is the point is clear, guys? So single variable, for a single variable you can write single number. With a single variable you can write multiple numbers. But when you want multiple variables, 100% right side, left side, how many variables are there? Right side also same number of variables should be there. Same number of values should be there. When we are entering into the multiple variable concept, then in that case, left side, how many variables are there? Right side, that many values should be there. But when you are going with a single variable, one variable can have single, one variable can have multiple. This I have told you in the variables, within the variables. Right? The same logic is applied here. Is the points are clear for everyone? So let us continue from here in the tomorrow's class. So we have seen how to create, how to select, how to modify. Tomorrow we are going to see how to use of 1D arrays. Now how to use. That is operations, 1D operations. This we are going to see in the tomorrow's class along with the 2D. These two things we are going to complete in the tomorrow's class. If 1D is clear, means 2D is dead easy. Just practice whatever we have discussed till now, and just I'm trying to upload the notes. But what thing is, if you want to feel today's class as easy, miss, first try to complete the previous 15 questions. Whatever I have shared earlier using the list, first complete that. Then you go through this one. It will be 100% easy. Right, guys? So Python for data analytics. Done. You can go through the notes. I'm just uploading the notes and we'll continue in the tomorrow's class. If anyone has any questions, you can please ask, both online and offline students. Yeah, online students, offline students, you can leave and you can go to the lab and mentors will support you. I will take online students questions. Online students, could you ask what are the questions you are having? Yeah, offline students, you can leave. Offline students, you can leave. And go to the lab, and if what are the questions you are having, please discuss with the mentors. Yeah, I have uploaded. Ankur, I have already uploaded the notes. You can open. I have already uploaded the notes. Just in the lab. I will come. I will take off online students questions. Yeah, any online students questions are there? No questions, right? Done. Roshni, sir, can't we use append with the set as we always use add for it? Yes. See, what are the attributes or what are the methods are there? They are inbuilt. They are inbuilt. So when we have discussed the sets, at the time we have discussed how to add, how to remove, what is the discard function. Some methods are applicable for only for certain data types. They are already inbuilt functions. Done. Thank you. Next I can see here Chetan. Sir, instead of using for loop for modification in the list, NumPy is easy, right? For modification in list, obviously. But to understand NumPy, because NumPy is a functions now, to understand that functions, now you know inside that for loop is there. For example, we have not discussed for loop separately in the core Python. I have explained only the NumPy. Then you don't know what is that function and what is the code behind that, right? Because you are using the shortcuts only. Functions are used means we don't know what is the code inside. Function is shortcut, right? Shortcuts we know means then how it, what is the process? Done.